research can be very devastating, especially if you are running out of time. So in this video, I'm going to show you on how you can write your research in one day. I know that you might think it's impossible, but with the right tools, you can write your research in one day and be able to submit it to your supervisor or to your school. So welcome guys. If you are new here, my name is LaBlonde Kalalizi and I am a master's student. So most of the time I have been where you are, where I am running out of time. I have submission that is due and I do not know what to do because I end up getting stressed and not doing the work that's supposed to be done. So in this video we are going to explore on how to write a research paper in a day. There is some tools that we are going to use. In this video we're going to use Google Scholar, and if you have access to your school research libraries, you can use those, but for the sake of this video I'm gonna show you how you can use Google Scholar to get research papers that you are going to get your research gift from. And you can also use the same steps and the same way that we are going to use Google Scholar in other search libraries, right? So we are going to use ChatGPT to get our research outline. We are going to use DeepSeek, Olovka AI, and Walter AI. So some of these AI tools are secret AI that nobody is talking about the internet, and some of these AI nobody has told you how to use them to write your research in an ethical way. You know that there is sometimes you use AI and then you just copy and paste without knowing that your school is going to detect that you have used AI in order to write your research paper. So do not do that, because some of those AI writing content, they are also highly plagiarized. So I'm going to show you the correct way that you to use these AI tools to write your research paper without getting detected and without getting the highest number of plagiarism. So stick ahead. So the first thing that I want you to do is to go to ChatGPT, right? We want to go to ChatGPT. If you have already an account, log into your ChatGPT account, and if you do not have any account yet, you can open any browser and then type ChatGPT, ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT is going to pop up here, and then press that first link. You're going to go to ChatGPT website. So the first thing that you're going to do, if you do not have an account yet, is to sign up for free. ChatGPT is free and you can use the paid version, but in this video I am going to use the free version to show you that a free version for ChatGPT can also help you to outline your research paper. So once you have logged in already into ChatGPT, we are going to look for our research title. If you have already your research title, is okay, but if you do not have a research title, we are going to generate our research title. So the first thing you have to know the research area that you want to embark into. So make sure your research title aligns well with your qualification. If you are doing computer science, data science, or in engineering or in medicine, so you make sure that your research topic aligns well with your qualification. So in ChatGPT I have already my topic that is already created, but I want to revise my topic, right? So you can do the same as well. If you love your topic already, you can use that topic. You do not have to change anything, but if you want to change your topic and refine it in a well-mannered research area, you can use ChatGPT to do so. And if you are still also confused, you haven't started as yet, and you want to get your research topic from scratch, so you're going to use the same method. You can get a paper online that you like and you are interested in that topic, or just any idea that is already generated in your mind, and you're going to use that for your research topic, but we have to use ChatGPT as our research assistant. So what are we going to do? We're going to tell ChatGPT to use this research topic and refine it into a systematic literature review. We are going to use a systematic literature review because we do not have any time, guys. We do not have any time for data collection or anything that is going to delay our research more than what it has been already. So the prompt that I mostly use, I ask ChatGPT to write in an academic manner, and I talk to ChatGPT like a research assistant, like a friend as well, because ChatGPT should respect your tools as a professional, right? So I'm going to say, hi ChatGPT, ChatGPT, can you please use this research topic, and then make sure you put the double quote and paste your research topic there. Can you please use this research topic and turn it into a systematic literature review. Title that will not require us to collect primary data. Make sure your title is academically formed and aligned well with university concept. You see how I talk to ChatGPT? Hi ChatGPT, can you please use this research topic? Assessing the security and usability, like you paste your topic there, right? And turn it into a systematic literature review that will not require us to collect primary data. Make sure your title is academically formed and aligned well with a university concept. Guys, do you understand? Do you understand how I formed my prompt very well? I am telling ChatGPT to be able to use this title into an academically formed and be able to align with the university concept. So let's go ahead and see what ChatGPT gives us. So ChatGPT is writing, and this is the title that it has suggested: a systematic literature review on the security and usability of AI-based mental health chatbots for young adults. Right? So we are going to use this topic that ChatGPT has given us, right? Make sure you take your title and paste it somewhere. So let's just use an empty page, and then we are pasting it there in our Word document. So we have already now our title. The second thing that we want to do, we want to tell ChatGPT to use this title and give us a research paper outline, right? So we go to ChatGPT and then we say, please use the generated title. Please use the generated title and help us with a full research paper outline. So now you can see what ChatGPT is doing. ChatGPT is writing a research paper outline for us. So we are going to use this outline to create our research paper. Okay, so it has given us a title, so we have a title page, an abstract, so we are going to create an abstract, and then keyword, we're going to place our keywords there, an introduction, a methodology, a result, right, a discussion, limitations, and conclusion, and lastly we're going to have references, right? So what are we going to do next? We are going to take this outline that ChatGPT has created, right, and then we are going to paste it in another Word document, just separately from our title, right? Separate. So let's just remove it from here. Let's put it into a notepad, right? So we're going to put it in a notepad. So a notepad, and now we're going to make bold what is needed for us: title, abstract, keywords, introduction, research objectives, research questions, research strategies, results, synthetics of findings, discussion, limitations, and conclusion, and lastly is going to be references, right? So once you have boldened your titles, the next thing that we are going to do, we are going to take this outline and then we go to DeepSeek. If you do not know DeepSeek is currently one of the best tools that you can use for free, another version of ChatGPT, but it has more deeper instinct of thinking in terms of academic writing. So let's go to DeepSeek. Same as ChatGPT, if you do not have an account yet, go to DeepSeek. Right, so once you have written DeepSeek, and then this is the DeepSeek website, so you are going to press that one. If you do not have an account, it will ask you to sign in, and once you have signed in, you are going to come into this page. So what are we going to say? We're going to our notepad that we have our outline, and then we are going to copy this. This is the title, remember our title, this is our title. Forget first about the author names, university, department, everything. So we are going to tell DeepSeek to write our abstract, our research abstract. We do not have time, guys, so we are going to go step by step on how ChatGPT has aligned our research outline. So we're going to DeepSeek, and we are going to tell DeepSeek, can you please write a formal research abstract with 100 to 200 words using the following research title. Right, so what are we going to do? You come here, you copy your research title. Once you have copied your research title, you go to DeepSeek, you place it there in inverted commas, and then you are going to tell DeepSeek to write as a research specialist without any grammatical errors and without repetition. And then you press enter. So you have to understand your prompting. Using a right prompt can give you the right result for your research. If you do not use the correct prompt, you are going to get a bot sounded research that your supervisor is going to throw on your face because you did not align your research in a correct way. So let's go and see what DeepSeek has written for us. So this is our abstract that DeepSeek has written for us. The good thing about DeepSeek, it takes time first, right, to understand your question. You see, it says the user is asking for a formal research abstract with specific parameters, and it has given a title. This is about systematic literature review on AI for mental health, right? And then it takes some time to think about your question, and once it has thought about the question, what next is going to generate your answer. And now it's saying this systematic literature review synthesizes current research on the design and implementation of AI-driven mental health chatbot system for young adults with a dual focus on usability. You see, it gives us exactly the abstract that we are looking for, and we are going to copy that abstract and then we place it straight into, like, down our title where we did place it in a Word document, right? So once you have done with that, we are going back to the outline that ChatGPT has given to us, and the next things that we are going to generate is an introduction, right? We're going to tell DeepSeek to create an introduction for our research. Copy that outline and go back to DeepSeek and tell DeepSeek. So this is the second prompt. Make sure you are capturing my prompt, right? Based on the given title and the written abstract. Can you please generate a research background or an introduction, and then you paste that background introduction, an introduction. What ChatGPT gave you an outline, which is like background overview of the mental health, like, and then the problem statement. So this background or this introduction is going to have a background of our research and is going to have the problem statement, right? So, and then once you do that, tell DeepSeek to please add references. Please add citations where necessary in APA format, right? So you have to instruct this DeepSeek like is your AI, is like your research assistant. Tell it what you want. Tell it the outcome that you want to get from your research. And once you have done that, what is going to happen? DeepSeek is thinking. Now you can see. So make sure you select this deep think and the research, the search. So what does deep think does? This AI tool is going to think clearly about your prompt about your question, and then it's going to generate the right answer. And then with the search, what does it do? It's going to go to the internet. It's going to get Google Scholar, check what is already there, right? What is already there, and give the right references. That's why you should select both the deep thing and the search, because it's going to generate correct research references that you can also access online. So let's see what it's doing. Okay, so it's giving us a lot of things, but we do not want what DeepSeek has given us, right? It's say background overview, so it's giving us all this and referencing where does this thing come from, but we don't want all these things. So we're going to tell DeepSeek, can you please rewrite this introduction in a one or in two short paragraphs and add references. Please write in academic format. So now, as it has given us a lot of things that we do not want, so now we are instructing it to give us the correct, to write our introduction in 2 paragraphs. And once it has given us that 2 paragraph, what we are going to do, so is it thinking? So now it has given us the introduction, so we are going to get that, copy that and make it as our introduction. So copy, and then first of all, tips that I'm going to give you. Whenever you are copying these answers from your AI tool, don't go and paste it directly into a Word document. So go and paste it first in your notepad, right? In your notepad. So it's like in a text editor. So go and paste it there in a text editor. So remove that. So once you have pasted it in a text editor, it's removing that copy and pasting thing from the AI tool, and then cut it then and go back to your Word document and paste it there. So under our abstract, so now we are going to write our introduction and paste it there. So now we have our research introduction. So the next thing that we want to do, we want to generate our research objectives and our research questions. So we have our research questions that is going to help us to create our literature review, and the objectives on what result we want to get, right? So once we have done here, we are going back to our research outline, and then we are going to get our research objectives and our research questions. So to analyze existing research security, so now we want our research questions. We're starting with our research questions. We are copying this, and then we are going to DeepSeek. We're saying, can you please generate one one main research question, and then bracket first there, and 3 sub questions that aligns well with our research topic and that aligns well with our research topic and that aligns well with our introduction. Right? So you must have a good flow of your research. First you have a title, now you have an abstract, now you have an introduction. So it should be structured in a correct way, right? So your research is like a series. So once your reader is going to read your abstract, he or she understand what your paper is going to be about. And now when they come to read your introduction and they come to read your research questions, so they should have an idea on what your outcomes will be like. So everything should align with the previous section. So if DeepSeek is giving you all these long questions and you do not want these questions, you can tell it, can you please redo your answer and write your questions in one sentence. Please make it focused to the research title, right? And then it's going to regenerate your answer according to what you have requested it to give you, right? So now it's thinking again and it's going to give us at least now we have more refined questions. So we're going to copy this and these are going to be our research questions. We copy this is our main question, this is our sub questions. So we copy here, and then we have already now our main questions. These are our main questions. So this is question and these are sub questions. So question 1, sub question 2, sub question 3. Right? So we have our research questions now, and then we have our main question. This is what the research is going to answer, and then our sub questions. So now we're going to tell DeepSeek to create our research objectives that are based on those questions. And how are we going to do it? I'm going to say, can you please write our research objectives that aligned well with each of the given questions. So what it's going to do is going to take those questions that it has generated, and now it's going to create the research objectives that are based and aligned on those research questions. So keep following. If you are still here and you are gaining value from this video, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down here on this video. So keep watching until end, because do not forget we still have to go to Google Scholar. We still have to use our magical tools, which is Olovka and Volta AI. So keep tuned, guys. So this is the research objectives that DeepSeek has generated. So what are we going to tell you to go? We're going to say that it to also write it in sentence. Can you please rewrite these objectives without more explanations, just write in a sentence each, and also, so it should write in a sentence each, and also must align with each question. So now you see, this AI is not thinking for you. You are instructing it what to do. It's very difficult. It's very different than when you tell AI, please go and write my research papers. So AI is going and write whatever it wants. You just copy and paste, and then you go and put the generated outcomes on the paper and go submit. That is very wrong. It's unethical. But if you are using it by instructing it, by giving it the right prompt to generate your paper, now it's going to minimize the plagiarism. So as we go ahead, like in a deep, I'm going to show you on how we are going to refine it in a correct way, right? So now it has given us our objectives and made it right in a correct way. So we are going to take this. So these are our research objectives. We copy them and we are going to paste them. Copy, and we are going to paste them here. So we have research objectives, and then we are going to paste them there. So that is our research objectives. So we have got our research objectives that are there. Right, so we have already our research title, we have our abstract, our introduction, our main research objectives. Right? So now we know, once you have already your research question, your research objectives, the next thing that now we want to work on is our literature review. How are we going to create our literature review? We do not want the AI to think for us, to get a gap and everything. No, we are going to use these research questions that we have already to see the papers that are already written, because we want to create a research that aligned with the real world, not just a generated paper, right? And follow me along. We're going to Google Scholar. I said you can also use any other search libraries from your school, but I prefer to use Google Scholar in this demonstration. So what are we gonna go do? We go to Google Scholar, open Google Scholar, and then we're going to get our research question 1. So we copy first our research question, the main research question, and we are going to paste it into Google Scholar, and then we select article and search. So now we can see different papers that have been written on this topic, and we have to check the date, guys. Like this is it was published 2025. Now we want to see the ones that aligned well with our research topic. So what are we going to do? We are going to get this title. No, let's just go to citation and get your references. So you can get your reference in APA format, in Harvard style, Chicago style, so depending on what your university is using. So I'm going to copy these references. Okay, I'm going to copy these references and I will use them later. So let's just go to the next page and then write references, and then we are going to use them. We paste our references there in advance. The matter has evaluating generative apps. No, I use privacy dynamic conversation AI. So yeah, so now we're going to get these references. Check everything that aligns well with your research, or the references that align well with your research. So check another one until you have about 10 references. Until you have about 10 references, right? So it depends, like the minimum references that you can get maybe is 15 for a right research paper. So we put our references there. So what you can also do, you go and copy your sub questions, you go and paste them there in Google Scholar to get some other papers. Right, so you can get other papers. So you can also go and paste it in Google and then see if there is any journal that has published already, like ResearchGap. You see, like if you open ResearchGap, is like a journal. You verify, and then you're going to download a full text. So this is the paper, a journal paper that is based on that topic. So you can download it, like chatgpt security protecting user data. So you see, so it's not only on Google Scholar, you can also go to Google and make sure you don't just go and open a blog, but you're going to search for journal articles, right? You're going to search for a journal articles. So once you have gotten the number of references that you want, so the next thing that you are going to do, so you have already gathered your references from your journal article, your search library engines. So you have done all those the work, you have done the work, you went and searched for papers. So the thing is that we do not want to read, like we do not have time. This video is based on how to write your research paper in one day, so we do not have enough time. What are we going to do? We are going to get those references and make a summarize for us. So that is where Olovka AI comes from. So now we're going to use another AI that it's called Olovka AI, right? Olovka AI. So open your browser and go search Olovka AI. Since I have used it already, so it's popped up here. So let me say you are a user, you are a new user, you never used it before. So you go to your browser and then search for Olovka. Olovka AI, right? So this is Olovka AI. Is going to appear here. So press that link. I'm going to leave the link in the description below. So you're going to press that link and register your account, right? So you're going to start right or continue with Google. It's free, right? So the first thing, you can start writing. Once you say start writing, you put your email address, you put your password, or you can just continue with Google. So once you have signed in and you are already in Olovka AI, so what are we going to do? Are we going to create a research paper? So one thing about this, I love Olovka AI because it allows you research based on your qualification. If you are doing your honors degree, your master's degree, your PhD, so the way you want for this AI to write for you is going to do it is academically based. So you see, you're gonna write a research paper, you're gonna record a lecture. So what are we going to do? We are going to write a research paper. And then how does Olovka AI works? We are going to take our research topic, right? Just go and copy your research topic and paste it here as your title, writing your title. So now it's asking, no, this is the AI, so we don't want AI to write for us. It's going to place your title of your paper. So here, this is where we're going to put our title. And then what is the subject? I'm going to say information system. So just put your qualification there and then select the language. So I'm going to select US English, and then you have to select document format. So which format do you want your paper to be written in? So that's why I told you it's either essay, research paper, literature review, case study. So what you want is our research paper. We are writing our research paper, and our research paper is going to be completed. So we select our research paper, and then you have to select which referencing style you are using, and I'm going to select the APA format. So Olovka AI is going to give us another outline of our research, and then it's going to generate our research in a bit. Okay, so let's go and see what it's doing. It's thinking, it's generating outlines for our paper. So you can see now it's complete, it's done. So it's telling you, it's giving you a summary. So capture the flag with ChatGPT security testing with AI. So it's actually reviewing security implications with AI chatbot in healthcare. So it's just giving you a research summary, AI analyze. So this is actually the research summary. It has got like 26 sources listed. That is going to be from the references coming straight from the internet. It means all the references that are going to be listed in your paper are the correct references. So your supervisor or your lecturer can copy and paste those references, and they are going to get a right journal paper. So they are not fake references, right? And then the sources, the outline sections, and then you say 100% source max. So what does that mean? It means it's 100% from other journals. So it's actually taking the gaps from other journals, and then it's going to place it there. Okay, so now what are we going to do? We're going to go through all the sections, and once you are happy about that, you continue. So it gives you introduction, the security concept, the impact, like everything, and then finish your paper. So what does Olovka does is going to give you, like, it's actually placing it, the background, the research objectives and scope, thesis statement, security concept, like everything this AI is going to write for you, right? So we are not going to take everything that is going to write for us. That is the reason why we went and took our references and then we just placed them together, because we are going to use them and make this paper our own. You understand? Okay, so the research paper has been generated. You can see the references are already also in text, references that are already there. So you know, if you are a lazy person and then you'll be like, oh my god, I am done, and the references are already there. So this is where the magic happens. You can just copy and paste that paper and then go and submit it, guys, because the paper is done, but we are not done. So if you are a postgrad student, don't do that. Don't copy that paper and then you just go submit like that, because you did not do anything. So let's keep going. So now you see, this is the references and this is the paper that Olovka AI has generated for us. So it does quite a good work. It really does quite a good work, and I like what it does. But now the good thing, we have this AI chat here. We have this AI chat here. And now we're going to tell it, so we copy our title and then we're going to say based on the generated paper, can you please based on your generated paper, can you please summarize this research article? And then you paste the title from this paper that has been generated. So you are going to get the summary, the overview of what is happening here. So if you have enough time, just go and read the summary of what is happening. If you are happy, you are happy. If there's something that you need to change, then you can go and change it, because you have power to change that. So once you have done that, you've read that, and now this is where we come back. We get our references again, because we are not going to read all these articles. So we go into Olovka AI and then we tell it, can you please summarize this research article? And then you paste your reference, one of your reference there, and then what does it going to do? Is going to give you a summary. So here I say, I'm sorry, I don't have access to the specific content. So it's fine if Olovka AI cannot access that content. We're going back to ChatGPT, and then we are going to tell ChatGPT to summarize for us. So what are we going to do? We're going to tell ChatGPT, can you please use the following reference and give us a summary of this article. You see? So ChatGPT is going to summarize for us what is in that article, so you can just go and read whatever that is happening there. So you see, that's a summary. So you do the same for each and every reference that you've copied, and then you say, can you also check the following reference and give us a summary? No. So now it's writing, it's going to give you all the summary, right? So once you have done, you do that step by step for each and every reference that you have saved. If there are 10 references, you get 10 summaries. If there are 15 references, you get 15 summaries. So once you are done, you are going to gather all those summaries together. So first of all, you have to go back to all of car, and then we are going to copy also this title, copy, and then we're telling this chat, can you please write a literature review based on this title. So we are checking our literature review, and then it's going to, so you wait a bit, and then Oloka AI is thinking about the title, is thinking about the literature review. So let's go and see if it has already generated. So here it has generated your literature review, and then you are going to copy here, you copy that, and you're going back again to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, based on this literature review, can you please write a literature review summary? So now ChatGPT is going to write a literature review summary for that, and we're going to take the combination of all those summaries that we have gathered from our references, from our generated paper, and then we are going to create a gap, a research gap, right? So we are going to create a research gap. So let's go and see if ChatGPT has concluded. So now ChatGPT has done. Now we're going to get again our research topic, and then we tell ChatGPT, we as a researcher, you have summarized the given literature review, the given research papers, and you have been instructed to conduct a literature review for this title, for this topic, and then you place your research topic in there, and then you're going to tell ChatGPT, can you please generate a research literature review also demonstrates the gap in the current study. Okay, so what ChatGPT is going to do is going to show the gap that is there in a current study, and then it's going to generate a literature review for our research paper. Okay, so ChatGPT is going to generate. So now you can see it has generated, it's writing. So this is the so this is the research literature review that it has done. So what are we going to do now? We are going to copy it. So we have different sections. So this is like our literature review background, and then we have different sections, right? So we have different sections. You can even use these gaps here and create a table from that, right? So you can take that gap and then create a table, and then you reference it based on your references. And once you have created a table, or you can create a diagram, it depends on what you want to do. So that is our literature review. Okay, so you know that you have to go and paste it in a notepad here first before you go and paste it on your Word document. But we are not done yet, so we can just go and paste it in our Word document. And then this is our literature review. Okay, so this is our literature review. This is our literature review. And unbold it, and then just bold the important things. So come here and make sure you bold your titles. I love this because also it has generated those in-text references, so we do not have to do it again. We can just verify if they are correct, but we know that our literature has been cited, so we don't worry about the citations for now. Okay, so our literature review is complete. So what you can do later is to just take those gaps, and then you create a table out of it, or you can go and create a diagram from there. So far so good. And then I do not like to put the conclusion, or we can just remove this conclusion here, so it won't sound like AI generated literature review. So for now, let's just go and insert our page numbers and see how far we have gotten. Whoa. So we are on page 6. So already on page 6. So remember that we still have our methodology, our discussions, our outcomes, and all those things. So I do not want to keep this video too long. So I've shown you how to generate your title, to get your title, to get your research background. We have learned how to create our research background, our research questions, objectives, and our literature review. I've shown you step by step how to go to ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Olovka AI. So guys, please go and watch this upcoming part 2 of this video, where we are going to refine our literature review. And now we're going to go to Walter AI, our secret tool, and show you like how you are going to make everything together. So before even we go there, we will come back and finish our literature review. We will continue with our methodology. We do our diagrams and put our paper together, and how we can also be able to structure everything before to go and use Walter AI. Please come back for this upcoming part 2 of this video, because that is where you will be able to complete each and every section of this research paper. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to this channel and like this video, so that each and every video that I'll be posting, make sure you also ring that bell so that you can get notifications every time the video is posted on this channel, so you do not have to miss out. We still have this year to go, guys. We still have this year. Like maybe you are still refining your research topic, or maybe you have a submission coming to finish your thesis, but this channel is going to help you step by step on how you can complete your paper without stress. So I'll see you next. Thank you.